Yeah, hear you. This is Lord Potato, and this is What If Potato and Singular were in Bleach. I am here with the guy who sucks at making thumbnails and has an upload.
Shut up, bro. I'm gonna get back to it, bro. It's just I don't like how the thumbnail was looking.
Oh my god. You say I'm gonna get to it until.
Bro, I just I'm working on it, but the thing is I don't like how it looks.
Okay, so yeah, we're back, and yeah, I'm here with Dante, the guy who doesn't upload.
I do upload.
A few months later, okay.
Up.
So yeah, I'm here with Singularity What Ifs. So yeah, let's begin then.
Let's start.
We begin into Dante's POV.
So currently right now I'm just practice. I'm just like in a secluded area right now practicing my mirror powers. Basically just feeling like doing whatever the freak I wanted at this point. As I was experimenting with this mirror uranium or something I like to, or just the mirror substance I'm able to create. As I was just making constructs, I was like, yo, can I actually make? As I then literally turned the ground into mirrors and literally started making mirror hands. I was like, this is pretty dope. And then I was like, let's make this a little bit more fun. Because I then so I teleported on top of a rooftop. I was like, alright. Let's get started. Until I hear. Go.
Oh what? What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Just say something.
Okay, you hear an explosion.
Where is it coming from? Okay, I looked at the way the explosion was there. I was like, okay. As I then freaking just decided to do a jump and then went inside of a mirror. Basically, it was basically on the buildings as I then jumped from mirror to mirror. But since barely anybody can see spiritually aware powers, I was not able to be seen.
Yeah.
Headed towards the explosion and whatnot, and then arrived there. I was like, yo, what is happening? So I wasted my time for nothing.
Pretty much.
I think just say, I'm gonna go back to training, as I then ended up going inside of a mirror again. Well, it was on one of the buildings, as I was learning how to do mirror travel. And then a few moments later, I was literally having every kind of knife and gun literally made out of mirrors. As I was like, this made out of mirroranium. So I don't know if this is gonna. They started shooting like a real AR-15. I was like, oh, crazy. As I was looking at it, I was like, shoot. I should call Raikou for real. Say we got some guns here.
Well, we go into my POV. So I was kind of in the middle of training, mostly in the Soul Society, just because we're not near other people, but just mostly I've been just training by myself, near a forest, and this is where, well, I'm right now kind of like someone like doing the moves, or mostly like just like jumping on trees really fast, similar to that of a person with no curse energy in a certain show. Yeah, I'm basically moving like Toji. This is where, well,
Alright.
I then kind of get bored a bit just from like doing training, and this is where I say, you know what I should do? I'm gonna go bother Toshiro. So that's what I did. I went off to go bother him, just to go troll him again. This is where when I get to squad 10, I just kind of see Toshiro again getting his ass kicked by SDF.
Once again.
And this time I have popcorn. I'm literally just saying, go Toshiro! Don't die! This is where I say, here we go again.
Yeah, homeboy was literally getting his ass beat. Like, he's saying some cringy anime lines like, I won't lose, or I won't. I'll beat you one day, or freaking like, yeah, bro, I'm not seeing that happening.
Yeah. I was like, Toshiro, use your ice abilities. Oh wait, you have trash ice abilities. Never mind. So yeah, I was just kind of telling him that he just sucks entirely.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man was losing.
This is where, well, mostly after, well, Toshiro got his ass completely handed to him by SDF. SDF went to kind of walk away because she needed to go do something. This is where I just see Toshiro on the ground, literally laying on there, just halfly almost dead. Just like, so tired. I'm like,
Somebody behind him asked, so, why are you having so much trouble being her? And so she'll turn around and see, what the? Like, oh, I'm all these motherfucking drugs. I've been okay.
nah. Toshiro just saw this the whole thing, like, what the fuck?
Homeboy's literally the Toji of Bleach now. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna do that. He got them physicals though.
Yeah. This is, well, mostly Toshiro just seeing this and he's just so confused. I'm over here dying and laughing.
Homeboy literally puts it down and says, and then just gets something from his bag saying cream puff.
I was like, I want a cream puff.
Okay. He then tossed someone.
Oh, just nibbling on it. So delicious.
I then appear on there and say, you like cream pies, dog? What the freak?
That's why I say I like eating it and also giving it.
Okay. Okay, that sounds gay, but that sounds straight. But I don't know. Anyways,
I was like, damn, you are. I was like, Dante, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm literally giving you a cream puff. Like, I'm right. Like, I asked Mash for another cream puff.
oh, okay. I then just started to nibble. I was like, alright. Hey, yo, bruh. So I can make clones now.
I thought you always could make clones. Actually.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could make clones of objects, but I never knew I could make clones of myself. I say as another me comes out.
That's where I say, couldn't you always do that? I mean, it's a mirror. Literally wanting to be like a reflection of yourself.
True, but I haven't figured out my full brain, and I'm still trying to figure out what this mirroranium stuff is. I think it's basically my second stage of my full brain, I think.
That's where I grabbed a mostly mirroranium or whatever and just throw it straight to Toshiro's head. Bang.
is this clear on my head?
I was like, I thought it would break.
Nah, bro, it's completely a liquid substance made out of mirrors.
I'm right now laughing just seeing Toshio just struggle with mostly the stuff on his head.
I could also make a miniature. I could make a miniature statue of me, but then I was like, I wonder if I could get some training from Madara.
I mean, go ask him.
I don't think it's gonna be easy, but okay.
How about go?
Did you also sense? I got another question. Did you also sense that there was like 2 more people who left the Mukin?
Oh yeah, definitely I didn't accidentally free them.
Yeah. Well, looks like we got other issues on our hands, but we don't know what a freak they are.
Yep, don't know.
Alright. I say, cracking my muscles a bit. Let freaking go off.
I was like, okay, bye. Well, this is where I turned around to see Toshio. I was like, hey, Toshio, wanna fucking fight me?
He then gets it off his head and is like, I don't care enough. As he started to want to walk away.
I was like, oh, come on. Don't you want to get any stronger? Don't you want to at least defeat Esdef? I have a way, you know.
No interest.
You know there's actually a form beyond Bankai, right?
What?
Yeah, you didn't know? Maybe if you actually read a book, you can actually understand. Well, then again, there's no really archives of it.
What is this thing called? What, like a shukai or something?
No. But maybe if you fight me, I'll probably tell you.
I looked it up, and there's actually a thing called shukai.
What the hell is a shukai?
A shukai?
Well, it
means it translates to beyond Bankai. Actually, I'm still trying to figure out what or evolved Bankai or something. I don't know, or third release. I don't know.
Yeah, well, this one, mostly the name of it, I kind of just like ask, but not the point. This is where, well, I kind of just like ask Toshio if he wants to know what it is, then he has to fight me.
Fine.
That's the spirit.
Like literally gets ready to fight Raikou.
This is where I grin such a malicious grin. That's the spirit. Don't worry, you're not going to die.
Yeah, I feel like the total opposite.
What?
We're gonna go to my POV. I literally went back to the human world, but then I just felt like something that just invaded my mirror dimension, although I was very confused. I then entered it as I was mostly confused on what the freak tried to invade my domain. Like, yo, who's in here? As I said as I walked through.
Oh, you must be Dante. I'm the booty warrior. You Jadam.
Okay, bro.
Nah, just kidding.
Like, what the?
Nah, just kidding.
He could have really been a character in the Mugen for real. I mean, based on how that nigga act. But other than that, nah. I got somebody else entirely.
Yeah, I was joking.
But as I then see some too relaxed, homeless looking nigga. Like, yo, who is you? Oh, so this is your dimension, right? I was like, yeah, who are you? The name is Darius Signsworth. I'm a Fullbringer. Yeah, a Fullbringer? Yes, I am. Um, nice to meet you. Wait a second. Your essence, I think I've sent you before. Hmm? You sensed me. Oh my. Could you remind me where exactly? Was it Mookin? Hmm. Smart boy. Now, can you tell me how to get out of here? I have plans I need to start. Plans? What kind of plans? Taking over Soul Society plans, of course. Wait, what? I have to go kill those Central 46, those nobles, and possibly take the place of the Soul King if I can fully get more time to understand my abilities more, which I do. I just have to figure out how to displace it into Pandora's box. I'm sorry, bro. I can't let that happen. You know, I thought you were kind of cool, you people would say. As this man literally this man literally made gravity appear around me as I freaking got pinned to the ground.
Hey, yo.
Like, not like that, you weird ass Nick. Okay. He said, no, I gotta kill you. As he then literally uses, I think I shouldn't let you know what my full bring is. You see, I may have had a few weapons or a necklace on me, but I actually embedded it inside of my being, so don't be surprised if I'm moving things out of thin air. Uh, what, what the frick is there? As then, homeboy got a stick from his pocket. I was like, a stick, bro? That's kind of suspect. And then somehow it grew, instead of growing to a regular root, it then turned into a sword of vines. I was like, my ability, my full bring allows me to use spatial displacement. But by mastering my ability for over hundreds of years, thousands even, I was able to have the ability to freely manipulate space. And by using shape replacement, I'm able to pull off things like this. Even pull weapons out of thin air. But I don't think you'll live long enough. And once I figure out how to displace your ability into me as well, your power is going to be mine. So I was like, yeah, not happening. As I freaking teleported away inside the mirror ground. It was like, oh wait, this is your domain. I guess I forgot that, but I honestly don't care. And then, as he freaking then had this menacing look in his eyes. Like, so, Darius, right? Why do you want to fight people so much? Like, why you trying to fight me so much, bro? I want to get out of here. And you're kind of in the way. Not only that, I don't feel like even if I try to convince you of my ideals, they would have any effect on your character. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the way you moving, dog, is definitely not making me want to choose. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. and not here at the same time. I feel like we could have worked great together. Anyways, he then uses spatial displacement to give him new clothing. He says, "This looks better to take over the world." He's like, as this man started to use conceptual displacement and then destroy all my mirrors, I was like, what the freak? I was like, alright. You know, Captain Yamamoto even struggled to put me down. The only being that could actually beat me was Ryomen Sukuna, but I don't sense he's around anymore. Let me guess. Did this guy have spatial slashes or whatnot? Yes, yes, he actually does. But in the Mukin, I was thinking of more and more ways. Now, Sukuna doesn't hold any candles to me, not even in his own domain. Which is probably why yours has no effect on me. And based on your abilities, you should have been able to beat me by now. But what I'm guessing is that your full bring isn't fully matured. Such potential wasted on a child. As he then freaking tried to send a spatial blast at me as I dodged, I was like, alright, Darius, look, bro, can we not do this, please? Like, I think there's many things we could talk this over. We should talk this over. Like, come on, bro. You look like a classy guy. Maybe you like to drink tea. And the crumpets or freaking something, bro. Come on. Yo, you want to speak for Darius at all?
I have no clue what to fucking say because I have no clue who the hell this character is. I'm already just picking 3 other Menaces that might have been released from Mukin.
Alright. Well. And then, like, Darius decided, how about this? I think this is what you kids nowadays call a flex, right? He then literally shows Pandora's box. I was like, what the heck is that? It's Pandora's box. Yeah, okay, cool, but like, how are you just casually carrying that big old thing around? No homo. He then says, well, I'll admit to you, it's not easy to lift for a normal human because, well, it's way too heavy, even for even spiritual beings, such as soul reapers. Like, then how are you carrying it so friggin' easily? Okay, in case any of y'all are wondering, this is what Pandora's box looks like. He then says, well, it starts like turning to cubes, even though I was like, wait, what the? And then it just freaking looks like it was forging downwards as his displacement, like he uses spatial displacement to like make it smaller. And then Pandora's box literally looks like it could fit into someone's pocket. In case any of y'all are wondering, ignore the lady. Look at the little thing in her hands. That's literally what he turned Pandora's box into. And what does this do? Well, it's a special item that I don't feel like you should know what it does, but by conceptually displacing my being into this cube essentially made me immortal. What the? Yep. Space is quite interesting, I may say. Okay, I guess we're gonna be fine here for a while. Okay. As he then starts to freaking send spatial blast at me again, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, that ain't gonna help you, dog." He, are you sure? Yes. And then like freaking instant come behind me and then shoot me through the shoulder. I was like, "Ow!" Then I realized my freaking arm was missing. I was like, "Wait, what the freak?" Like, well, I use it's spatial. It's basically spatial piercing. But the thing is, your mirror world was very helpful in that shot. Be careful of your surroundings, even in your own domain. Uh, okay, alright, I see. I see. Oh shit, ow, that shit hurts. Okay, okay. I just regrew my entire glass arm. Well, and then it just reforges into my real arm. Like, for real? And then Julian said, not Julian, Darius said, interesting. I'm not going to lie, I thought you were a waste of talent, but this just gives it even more of a reason to beat you. Bro, do we have to do this? Like, I don't see the reason. You don't see the reason. Well, of course, I stand in your way of, well, you protecting the Soul Society for whatever reason. You know who sits on the throne, right? That thing. Why does everybody have an issue with the Soul King? Like, literally, what did he do that was so wrong? I genuinely want to know. I would say exist, but that would just be too harsh. It's what he allowed. Oh, shh. Okay.
You already kind of unpaused it.
You unpause it? Okay. I was like, okay, Darius, look, bro, maybe we can come to a compromise, okay? Compromise? What would you know what I want, boy? He asked, looking at me. I was like, well, we skip a few moments later as we literally left the dimension. But then, of course, I just heard a loud boom come over here as I see fire coming down. I was like, oh crap. And then I literally see Yamamoto. I was like, oh. Hey Captain. Hey Captain, what's good?
Don't come to me!
Wait, I'm sorry, Captain. He just showed up in my mirror dimension, but we came to a compromise.
Just where, well, Captain Yamamoto looks at what's it called? I don't remember this guy's name. Darius.
Captain Yamamoto. Quite nice seeing you here.
He narrowed his eyes at Darius.
Don't worry. I decided to align myself with the Soul Society.
And how can I trust you?
He then hands Yamamoto Pandora's box. Do is what you wish with it.
Fine.
Alright then. As Yamamoto accepts this for now, but will be informing others, I was like, alright. Hey, you said your ability is spatial displacement, right? Right, Darius?
You want to speak for him? Okay, yeah.
Okay. I got a kid I want you to meet. Come on.
Okay.
It's a good thing we gave Yamamoto the mirrored version of the Pandora's box. It's not real. Well, I mean, it can be real if he knows how to use it correctly, but nobody has that kind of finesse unlike me. Other than that, yeah. We then go through a mirror portal, as then we arrive seeing Demu and Gojo doing some wild shiz.
This is where, well, Mostly Gojo says, where should we go next? Demu says, we should go troll more captains.
And yell, hey Gojo.
This is where, well, he kind of looks at you and says, what are you doing here? What was her name again?
It's Dante.
Okay.
If you're wondering who this is a pal of mine called Darius.
Well, if you don't mind me and them are going to be going.
He's going to train you in how to use your spatial powers properly.
Training seems like a lot of work.
And then, Darius kneels down towards him and said, I think there's more you could learn. Especially with me as your teacher.
Okay.
And maybe he then gives him a card with he says, this is something I've created. I put a portion of each Bankai inside of them. Or not Bankai, every portion of Zanpakuto's, Resurrections, and Fullbring inside of these cards. Which gives you more than half of the access to their powers. Of course, I've never seen any Quincy's with any special abilities, but I have took an interest and figured out ways they could get abilities, but that's kind of beyond my capabilities currently.
Gojo says, I see.
But just letting you know, just as easily I handed you the class cards, just as easily I could rip them from your body, child.
Yes, where well Gojo says, I think I'd rather not have them then.
But don't worry, once I teach you how to perfectly master your powers, you could actually have some resistance against it, which does contradict what I want in the future, but who knows? It took me hundreds of years to figure out how to use my powers properly, and many different ways to use them. But with you, and those eyes I can tell you have, it probably will take you a few years, or a few hundred.
Okay.
As long as you're under my tutelage, of course, because I know what I'm doing. Alright, now, he then steps away from Gojo and says, use your best spatial attack on me.
This where, well, he then uses blue.
Darius dispels it immediately. Do it again.
This is where he tries to using blue bigger.
Hmm. He then dispels it again as soon as it tries to get close to him. He's like, hmm, is that all you have? As he then walks towards Gojo, tries to pat him on the head, but then realizes it was a barrier. Hmm. Interesting. You're dividing. You're dividing a single vector of space to try to create an almost perfect defense. And it seems like this fraction of space gets treated like the Zeno's paradox, where there's another halfway between that, another halfway point between that, all the way to the richest heights of infinity. Right?
This is where, well, we'll see Gojo kind of tilts his head and kind of nods slowly.
I see. Then Darius rewires the space and then literally grabs Gojo by the head. Too bad you met someone who already knows that ability plus more. And I didn't know it could be used in such an application, but thank you for showing me the way.
Gojo widened his eyes, and this is where, well, he had to think of something real quick, so he activated red.
Repulsion, huh? He then distinguishes it as he then holds Gojo's head to the ground. And then next thing you know, he literally manipulates space to make a dagger. And he was like, I wonder, can you sense what's what's over your head?
This is where he already knows what it is, and this is where Demu actually activates his Bankai already.
He then freaking Darius actually teleports Homeboy's Bankai away. He's like, that's too much power for a child. And even though you're a demon boy, I've dealt with your kind before. Even your strongest demon lord. And after all, I do have a portion of their power in these class cards. But other than that, he then stands up and says, I think we're done. I think we're done training for now. Yeah, let's go get some ice cream, huh?
Yeah.
He then gave him his Zanpakuto back by freaking displacing, like folding space and then teleporting it back into his hands. Says, all right, come on now. I was like, hey Gojo, looks like you found a teacher, and you'll probably find way more uses of your limitless with him, or your limitless full brain.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And Demu, please don't get your ego hurt just because he, well, dealt with you easily.
Demu just narrowed his eyes. This is where, well, was it Demu just kind of away.
As Demu remembers what he says, I have dealt with your kind before, even your strongest demon forms. That's even why I have them in these cards.
Also, before we go on, I want to actually mention something. Mostly, the cards that I have no clue what Dante is fucking talking about. I have another user, another mostly Fullbringer, who actually uses similar cards, but instead of being that of a fucking Fullbringer, it's more like a game. I have no clue what Dante is talking about, but the character I'm thinking about, mostly...
I am talking about the heroic class card.
I have no clue what that is! I have another character, and I...
Okay, alright, that's cool. Plus, the hero class cards are just freaking cards that were made to have a portion of a being's power. Well, how much ever they could get. Especially the fact that his family line got more than half of the access to Gilgamesh's phantasms and abilities. I mean, just angelic.
Okay, we're not rambling on. I refuse to be bored. So let's just hurry the fuck up before I go to sleep. Let's go. Let's fucking go because I'm going.
You're awake now because you're yelling so much.
You know what? I'm actually 10 seconds from just ending the video. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the video. I'm tired. And then I didn't end the video.
What?
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 What? Huh? Don't know.
What?
Okay, so we go to my POV then.
Please.
What?
Please.
Please what?
Go.
Okay. Sheesh, damn, you took half of almost the video. Whatever. What was I gonna say? God damn it. Can't think of it. Well, we go into my POV when kicking the shit of Toshiro. Now, problem is mostly I'm not using my Zanpakuto entirely properly. Entirely, I'm using its very, very first stage. Right now, my Zanpakuto is in two different Zanpakutos because the original one that I've been using was only a fusion from the original two. One is called Storm, what's it called? Storm Release, and the other is called, the Darkness Dagger. But yeah. This is where, well, I'm pretty much just kicking the shit out of fucking, mostly Toshiro, and just mostly speed blitzing him with just ease. This is where, well, Toshiro has a very hard time to figuring out what the fuck I'm trying to do, because the dagger is called Whisper of Darkness, and he can barely understand what that is, when the lightning one is just kind of blitzing him half the time. Also, I should mention how they kind of look like both my kind of weapons. So, this is how mostly both of them looks like. Mostly one is a short kind of darkness dagger similar to that of like Song Jin-woo, while the other one's a kind of like medium lightning katana. Sure, why not? So, of course, with that happening, mostly, what's it called? With, fuck, why am I having such a hard time? Oh my god, I have a fucking, okay, nope, god damn it. So, mostly with, what's it called, that happening, this is where Toshiro has the hardest time to even trying to figure out which to attack first, because pretty much the Darkness Dagger is sneaky as hell, with mostly the Lightning Blade being as fast as mostly Lightning. This is where, well, he either needs to block the, what's it called, well, Lightning Blade or the Darkness Dagger. But it's very hard because he can't barely hit the Darkness Dagger when it literally is similar to that of a Logia and it just extinguished into like darkness smoke or like mist. With the Lightning Blade being just extremely fast and he can barely hit it. But yeah, I should also mention one thing. So with Dante saying that there was like two other mostly, what's it called, two other menaces that managed to get out of Muken, there was actually another three. One who just kind of has the similar same power as almost the, what's it called, Soaking Ink and surpass him. Another that is kind of not power hungry, but he is hungry half the time. And another one that is similar to what's it called, the card user. But if you know who are these three people, I'll just tell you mostly where they're from. One is from the God of High School, one is from the Tower of God, and the last one is, or I mean the God of Tower, or yeah, Tower of God. And the last one is from Hardcore and Leveling Warrior. Now, these three are literally menaces. One isn't, well, mostly all three of them are considered antagonists from their storyline. Kinda. Actually, does he even consider it to be an antagonist? Nah, I can't barely remember. But not the point. We go into one of them right now, kind of like somewhat just walking around, well, what's it called? The Soul Society with just a relaxed, well, mostly not relaxed, well, not relaxed, mostly relaxed, smiling face, with mostly one side is black hair with the other side being white hair. His eyes are kind of a yellowish golden color, And this is where he's just smiling, grinning, and I should show you what he kind of looks like. Let me show you. So yeah, this guy is literally smiling and literally walking across the Soul Society. Just just a relaxed, well, mostly relaxed posture with this happy smile. And not many Soul Reapers actually even notice his presence entirely. They felt it is similar to that of a Soul Reaper, but it's not. Because he's using a special card that allows him to actually kind of make himself look like a Soul Reaper. Now, this is where, well, his special abilities are that of a Fullbringer. He has all four stages kind of unlocked. And mostly he's using the first stage, and that's just kind of allowing him to kind of see this whole world as nothing but a video game. Literally, he can just reshape, what's it called?
Crazy
Well, I was getting to that, what the fuck. But pretty much he's like showing up in the Soul Society using his kind of Fullbringer kind of ability. Since he was a part of Mukin, but pretty much entirely they put him in Mukin, but entirely Mukin wasn't actually suppressing his powers. He was just there chilling. He really didn't like care about being released anytime soon. He could have easily broke out anytime soon. Just because of his interesting broken abilities. This is where, well, he's completely just walking around the Soul Society without a care in the world. Like, literally the Soul Reapers believe that he's just another, like, Soul Reaper just because of his abilities to use cards, mostly any type of card. Like, he can use even Quincy's abilities just because he kind of went through so many complete bullshit things. Well, not bullshit things, it's mostly video game. He sees his whole world as nothing but a video game. And just because of his Fullbringer ability, allows him to kind of see as a mostly video game. This is where, well, he's kind of just walking around. Not even causing chaos. He's just completely walking around, looking at the Soul Society and how it changed. He's seeing new users and mostly how interesting their abilities are. He even transforms some of their abilities, or copy them, and turn them into cards. This is where, well, he says, this place is so interesting. So very interesting. I mean, someone left my door unlocked. I could have easily walked out anytime soon. But then I felt still gonna leave. I should have copied his abilities. Actually, no, I did copy his abilities. I have them. Who's going to stop me? This whole place is a video game for me. This is where, well, he's just complete walking, not caring too, like, mostly not caring at all. Well, we go from his POV back to mostly me and Toshiro's POV. This is where, well, we're in the middle of the sky, me and Toshiro. And this is where, well, mostly Toshiro managed to kind of force me into using both my swords and actually going into, well, mostly just back into his actual original state, like the fusion state of the Zanpakuto. Arashi, oh fuck, I forgot my fucking Zanpakuto's name. Not the point. Pretty much, this is where, well, mostly what's it called, when Toshiro was about to hit me with like an ice sword dragon. Well, mostly, yeah, an ice sword dragon blade. This is where, well, I kind of noticed that Toshiro was actually about to kind of, well, mostly grin because he entirely won. But before mostly any of that happened, I just wanted to rip the freaking hope, well, yeah, I just wanted to rip the hope away from him because I'm an evil bastard half the time. So, of course, where, well, I put my sword, mostly the blade, into the sheath. And this is where I say mostly one word, Shin Bankai. Meaning, well, mostly it means true Bankai. And this is where, well, before, what's it called, Choshu can even understand what it was. This is where, well, literally lightning around me and darkness around me started kind of, well, mostly just becoming its true essence, and I was able to control it a bit. And this is where, well, before Toshio can even understand what happened, this is where, well, I said, mostly, what's it called? Templates creation. This is where, well, before Toshio can even understand what, well, not templates of creation, what the fuck am I talking about? No. This is where I say, Saboteur Godspeed. This is where, well, I just swing my blade once so fast that not even Toshio can even react, and this is where he's already smashing the ground. Just entirely, he smashed the ground in like super high speeds, crashing it. And also, I should mention, when kind of releasing this Bankai, it kind of did make everyone feel it through Soul Society, Wake Mundo, and also even the Quincy dimension and other dimensions entirely. I might actually shatter, what's it called, Dante's own like mirror dimension. But yeah,
I actually sensed that, but then it quickly repaired. I was like, must have been a hoax.
yeah, pretty much because I kind of sheave my freaking Bankai, mostly Bankai away, just because I know it's too unstable to well be mostly control. Because no one has actually able to control the third stage of a Bankai. Well, not that I know, but the people who are going to appear from Mukin might know. This is where, well, when I kind of like go down the ground, this is where, well, I'm right now breathing really tiredly. Because that took a lot of energy, mostly a lot of strength, and mostly Ryasu. This is where I say, this is where I noticed Tosho is on the ground unconscious. I'm like, well, he did say to use all my power. Stop holding back. And that's what I did.
He just footsteps said, you're intriguing. As he was just walking in his freaking housewife shoes, that's what his shoes having. Okay, good. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The shoes they have for martial arts is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
And that was my boy Majin Park that appeared.
No, that wasn't him. But
Vic.
it was literally motherfucking Garo. Like, I was literally about to bring Garo up in this, and I'm pretty sure you know why he was in Mukin.
Well, there's also the reason that mostly Majin Park was in Mukin, but not the point. So what exactly is Garo doing here?
He was trying to fight everybody.
Did he not find Kapashi? What the hell?
He don't even know who Kenpachi is because Kenpachi was on off day.
Bruh. What? Wait. No, Kapashi is never on an off day. He's always ready.
Just so happens. Just so happens.
Just so happens. Yeah. Let's just believe that. Plot convenience.
Yeah, pretty much.
Motherfucker. That's where I say, who the hell are you?
Name's Garo.
Oh wait, you're one of those that I accidentally left the door open. I mean, don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, quite a few others gone too. Now, where's that Azula girl who got me and who ended up getting me in there? Got some beef to settle.
Who?
Azula.
Are you talking about the crazy chick that looks like she's trying to fuck the shit out of the other turquoise cyan hair guy?
Who?
I think his name was Kashimo?
You mean Kashimo?
Yeah, that one.
Could sense he was strong, wanted to fight him, but I was bonded up.
Okay.
After you freed him, I spent the whole day training to get me back up to my prime. And, well, here I am.
Then why are you here, though? Like, why go to Squad 10? Like, there's barely anyone here to fight.
Like I asked, where is Azula?
How should I fucking know? I barely even keep up with any of the goddamn squads just because I don't care about anyone else.
Okay, I guess you're no use. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. This is where I kind of just...
Never mind.
This is where, well, I look back at Toshiro and Toshiro's over here unconscious. I'm like, well, I should kind of put him back on the bed, right? Or should I just leave him here so SF can go deal with that? God damn it. I think I went overboard again. This is why I just dragged Toshiro towards like a bed or something. Literally, I did not even pick him up. I literally just grabbed his collar and just started just dragging him.
Mm-hmm. So, should we go to Aizen's POV to see whoever went with him?
Uh, sure, because mostly we have to. Because there's a POV of mostly someone kind of being right in front of him.
Sure.
So POV of Aizen. Aizen is right now looking at someone who he wasn't thinking to ever meet again. Is mostly someone that he thought that yes, the person was quite strong and powerful enough to like become the Soul King. The problem is the person didn't really want to become Soul King. Like meh, he was too bored of it. He had his own ideals and how mostly the whole world, the whole dimensions, and everything should work. This is where well, most of the person just kind of has his hair kind of slicked back, kind of looking like he has two kind of demon horns, but really it's just his hair. This is where, well, Margin says, huh, if it isn't little Aizen.
He was like, I think you should watch how you talk to me. After all, I am your superior now.
Superior. What a funny word.
So, what did you come here for?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering where your freaking mostly spiritual Ryasu was at. Then I found it here in, well, Wakamundo. What are you planning?
Well, what I'm planning is none of your concern. Although I will be having to make other moves soon. And then you'll see the fruits of my labor.
Like, let me guess. You're trying to, well, kill the Soul King, take over the rule, blah blah blah. I still don't understand why so many people want to just kill the Soul King. Just end his life and just become it. And then have a warfare between others. Whatever. What I'm at, there's mostly all dimensions.
I just feel like those who are on the throne of God should be active, not inactive just because of other mortals.
Well, I really still don't care. So tell me, Aizen, did you ever achieve Bankai? You probably didn't.
It's because it's not needed.
Oh, really? Even if I told you about the third stage of mostly the Zanpakuto, you probably will never be able to achieve it.
Third stage. Interesting.
But pretty much, I'm just gonna go to the human world. Don't bother me. If you bother me, I'm gonna kill you. This is where.
Just letting you know, the reason I don't use my Bankai is because, well, it's not useful for my mission. Plus, I don't want to cause any lasting damage, so go on.
This is where Margin just says whatever. This is where, well, Margin just disappears into a portal. Going back to the human world because he's more interested in the humans than mostly just anyone else. Yes, my lord.
I want you to send some of the lower hollows to keep an eye on those who have escaped them.
Yes, my lord, I shall. This is where, well, mostly an explosion happens in mostly Waco Mundo.
Go find out what that was.
This is where Ukiura says, "Yes, my lord."
Of course, Ukuyora goes to find out who did it.
We go into a bunch of hollows being absorbed, mostly even their life essence and whatever. This is where, well, mostly this person is walking around cutting down a bunch of hollows, absorbing them, saying pathetic. I thought a bunch of strong people would be here. This is where Ukiura actually walks from the mostly, or just kind of just uses Sonito to appear outside, just to see this person. Another kind of escapee, kind of Mukin member.
That you let out?
What? I didn't let out shit. No, they all escape on their own free will. The door was open a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think just some stupid guard left it open.
You got an inch and you took a mile.
Who knows? But yeah. Huh?
Let's continue.
So mostly this person known as White, or whatever his other name is, pretty much just like turn around just to see Ukiura. Or am I saying that right, or did I fuck it up again?
It's Ukiura.
Ukiura. This is where, well, the person known as White kind of just says, "Ooh, you must be strong. Your life essence might be delicious." Pause.
Hey, yo.
He said pause. Okay, calm down. This is where, well, we'll see Ukiura kind of, what would Ukiura say in this?
I think he was like, so who are you?
Me? Well, you can say that I am White. So tell me, who are you instead?
I am Espada number 4, Ukiura's Silver.
Espada? Tell me, are you on the wrong card or something?
Yes.
Well, that's good to know. I hope you give me a lasting battle than these weaklings. I need to get strong enough so I can destroy everyone in the Soul Society. And I'm going to definitely kill that damn god.
What god do you mean?
Well, since there's so many people going after gods, I'm going to be the God Slayer, the one to kill any gods that dare to try to rise up. I was trying from a young age to kill any god. And I will achieve that.
There's only one god I know of. That's the Soul King.
Well, I guess the Soul King will be my target. But you do know there's other gods. But then again, you wouldn't know because they're already dead.
How old are you exactly?
My age? It doesn't really matter. I could be older than the Soul King. Or I could be younger. Who knows? Well, other than that, show me a battle. This is where he rushes at Ukiyoto with blinding speed.
Ukiyoto managed to block it.
This is where, well, White says, ooh, skill.
So, exactly why do you want to go after the Soul King? Other than this goal of wanting to kill God?
Entirely. I don't really have any other goal than just to become the strongest and to kill gods. That's what I've been taught from a young age. Very, very young age.
By who?
Well, none of your concern. This is where he pushes Ukiyoto away.
I see. Well, let's continue this. As you know, Ukiyoto then pulls out his Zanpakuto.
This is where, well, mostly White kind of has his still also his Zanpakuto. It looks like a Zanpakuto, but it's not entirely a Zanpakuto. Because it's a fusion over so many souls in it.
I see. As you know, Ukiyoto then tries to, like, gets a cut off of bro.
This is where, well, White kind of sees the cut, and this is where, well, he kind of just let it kind of hit him, but this is where, well, he just regenerates pretty easily. He says, interesting. That attack was interesting.
That is a simple slash.
Yes, even though it's a simple slash, it was still very interesting. Your skills, just from a simple slash, were very, very interesting. Instead of a normal or wrong card or some kind of being going wild with crazy with power, yours is more skill and more profound.
Of course. And my hero is pretty strong, you would say.
Hero.
For being that old, I'm surprised you don't know what hero is.
Sorry, I've been locked up in Mukin for a while. So my knowledge
Basically,
of...
it's a damage reducing, it's a damage reducing ability for hollows.
I see. Well, I want to... This is where, well...
Then Hero decides to throw a bala.
This is where, well, before I even get to hit, was it called Shiro, or mostly known as White, just kind of absorbed it, because balas are made with kind of Ryatsu.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, balas are pretty easy to understand because they don't really pack the same punch as a Zero, but they are way more faster and spammable.
Yeah.
Which kind of reminds me of Gojo's Red a bit, but who cares?
If Gojo could spam red.
Yeah, anyways. So Ukiyoto kept on, like, just, kept on, trying to hit this guy with his sword.
This is where, well, mostly White just keeps blocking all of it. But this time he just got bored and just blocked it with just his finger. You're kind of boring me, you know that? I thought you were supposed to be strong.
I see. He then managed to cut off bro's entire hand.
This is where, well, mostly White just re-heals his whole entire hand, just reforms it.
I guess I'll be taking you more serious now.
Oh? Is that so?
Well, of course. As then, Ukiyoto Ukuro then starts to actually cut him now, which literally leaves this dude literally looking shredded, as if he was Gojo being hit with cleave and dismantles.
This is where White just reforms. Because you see here, White isn't just one soul, he's millions of souls. He absorbs so many.
I see. Well, that's not gonna work. He then kicks bro away to get away from Las Noches because, well, apparently, one of the rules that spies are supposed to follow is that they're not allowed to go resurrection pretty much anywhere around Las Noches.
This is where White right now says Phantom Binding. This is where White chains made out of souls just grabs Mosi Ukiura. And just brings him back towards what's it called White, saying, "Where do you think you're going? We're not done here."
I know, I was just getting you away. As he realizes that they're like far away from Las Noches now, as he then says, "Confine." Hold on, can I find it? As he's like starts to breathe in and out, you see, one of the rules we were told by Lord Eisen is to never go resurrection around Las Noches. Rule 2 is that there's no such thing as trying to use a Grand Racero around Las Noches either. We're pretty restricted, so in order to keep my promise to my leader, I must uphold his rules, of course. Hopefully you can understand that.
This is where White says, "Of course." So show me what exactly you're holding back.
You want to see what's like without me holding back a bit? Alright then. He then does the chant thing where he says, hold on, wait, what the heck? He then says, if you can click that.
Yeah.
You press it.
Yeah, right there.
Fine. Murcielago. Basically, as like black rain starts to rain darkness, I guess.
This is where White was quite interested in this.
Hopefully, Aura then shows up looking like, hold on, where is it? As he then appears right behind bro and says, Sam. He then says, Sarah.
This is where White just sees this, and this is where he pulls out his blade to just cut through it.
You withstanded that. Good job. But he then stabs his hand through him and then chops him upwards in half. Not good enough.
This is where White right now splits into two versions of himself and says, "Quite interesting. You managed to split me into two."
I see. You can make duplicates.
Duplicates? Not exactly. But hey, I'll give you. I guess I'll just keep letting you guess. This is where mostly White says Bankai sacrificial and anesthetics metropolis, whatever the hell it's called.
Did bro even go Shikai? What?
Oh no, he could use Shikai. He just didn't want to at all because mostly those abilities he could have, but he rather not. I mean, he was already in Shikai entirely because his sword is not really meant to be in what's it called, Zanpakuto state. It's already been in Shikai. I mean, he did use one of the abilities, but not.
So you're just like Ichigo Kurosaki. So much Ryatsu going through your blade that it's in a constant state of Shikai.
Well, you can say that. Tell me, how much do you know about a soul, like a soul reaper?
Quite enough to know that Lord Aizen I told.
So you know about the 3 stages of a Zanpakuto?
Never heard of it. Neither has Lord Aizen.
So you don't know about the Zanpakuto, Shikai, Bankai?
I see. More or less guessing you have this?
Yeah, I have all 3 of them. Mostly, I could always reform my Zanpakuto into its always just original, but I'd rather keep it into a Shikai. But then
so I'm guessing probably going to use this form now. Or probably not.
What form are you talking about?
This 3rd stage.
The Bankai?
Oh, yes.
Now you're talking about the Bankai or the 4th stage of the release?
4th? What are you talking about?
Wow, you are too foolish for your own good, you know that? Yet you don't even know what a Bankai is. And
I do know what a Bankai is. I'm not stupid enough to not know. He then, grazes his fingers on a... then grazes his finger on the, whatever the heck his blade was. I mean, he grazes his finger on the blade as he cuts himself, says, Gran Recero. As literally a big-ass beam freaking blasted from his hand and then freaking started to get at bro. Then started to absolutely push bro back.
this is where, mostly White kind of says Astro Barrack. This is where it's a defense technique that when he allows the absorbed souls that he kind of absorbed a long time ago to make a barrier that literally repels even the most potent attacks. Just launching it back towards Ukiro.
Ukiro then made sure to then he made sure to counteract this with Ceras Kudus. As then he sent the bigger serum right back at bro. Basically destroying his old serum because this one is stronger.
White just uses the same technique just to launch it back.
Then he dodges out of the way. Then he uses Sun Nito to get faster.
This is where, White knew exactly what he kind of did. It's similar to that of, Flash Death for a Soul Reaper. So, of course, he just decided to block the attack from behind him.
This is troublesome. As then he literally brings that. As then he literally gets it, creates a Luzander, Las de la Luna. Not gonna lie, I'm not good with these Mexican words. My bad. Dang, what the heck? Where's it? He basically creates an entire weird looking spear staff, as he then throws it at bro, but then it like explodes.
This is where, well, White actually appears behind Ukiryu and says, "Quite interesting attack, but you need to be faster than that." This is where he swings his white blade straight towards the Ukiryu.
I see. You really are formidable. I guess I'll be showing you my final transformation. But I'll let you know, no other Espada has ever seen this, nor will you be leaving here alive to tell the tale. Segunda etapa. Then you see motherfucking Ukuyar get covered in this green, black aura. Oh, this is another gift. Never mind. And then, then he appears out of the shell of it, as then he shows up in this, saying, "Prepare to die, White." He then charges right at bro, grabbing him by his neck and literally about to whip him with his tail using Latingo.
This is where his tail gets cut off in an instant, and even his arm.
Ukura then uses high speed regeneration and is like, "Alright then." He then like brings his hands together and uses Lance del Rimpago. I'm not gonna lie, it's a long ass name. Okay, never mind. It's not a long name. It's like, okay, where is this attack at? Where can I find it? Come on. All right, but yeah, he basically threw it at bro.
This is where, well, we'll see. What's it called? White just cuts through it again and saying, "This is quite very interesting. This form of yours is so cool." Well, it's quite interesting. More interesting than any other Vasta Lord I ever fought.
He then creates another and says, Can you handle another one?" He says as he threw a way more supercharged one. What the heck? Yo. Give me a second. I just only do 20 damage. No, don't. It do way more than that. As it literally blew up the vicinity. It was strong enough to even destroy Las Noches if they were close enough.
Yeah. This is where, well, we'll see, what's it called? The attack hit White, but this is where White just managed to dodge. This is where, well, White says, "That is quite powerful. Able to destroy almost Las Noches."
He then gets, Ukuro then decides to get close and then wrap his tail around him, as he then hits a point blank Gran Rey Cero into bro's chest.
This is where, well, we'll see. He kind of just like reheal his chest and says, "Wow, point blank, and yet still couldn't do anything." This is where, well, mostly White just cuts through his like, mostly the tail and like a wing of his, and even arm. This is where White says, "Well, it's time for you to, I guess you can see my fourth stage of my, well, Zanpakuto. No one in the world, not even gods, even have, well, I wouldn't say seen this. They might have seen it once before dying."
Time skip. Ukuyoro's freaking down on the freaking ground.
Yeah.
Literally is looking defeated. This can't be. I failed, Lord Ice. As Homeboy started to feel like he was decaying away, until someone else decided to come up to him and say, my, the mighty Ukuyora Shift. Such a powerful ability you have. Such a powerful hollow. Tell me, do you want me to save you?
This is where Ukuyora kind of just looks at mostly, uh, Geto.
Ghetto.
Is this Geto or Kanjaku?
This is ghetto. This is ghetto.
Okay.
Just ignore the stitches. Just ignore the stitches.
God, that's gonna be hard.
I mean, I guess we could say he broke out, but like, I mean.
Nah, let's just say fuck it, it's Geto. This is where
Go ahead.
Ukuyora looks at mostly Geto and says, "Who are you?"
A friend, an ally. What do you think I am? An enemy?
This is where, well, mostly Ukuyora looks at Geto and says, "I don't know."
Well, do you want to be saved? Yes or no?
I say yes.
Okay then. Do you want to speak for? You want to narrate?
Well, mostly Geto kind of goes down and right now uses his Fullbringer second stage to be able to mostly, well, turn Ukuyora.
Turn Ukuyora into. Go back. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
My fault. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, pretty much he uses like second stage of his Fullbringer to turn Ukuyora into a hollow ball.
Yeah.
And he just swallow it. Pause.
No homo. Well, looks like the narrative might change a little bit.
Yep.
My fault, bro.
Yeah, pretty much White actually kind of left what to call the Waco Mundo just to cause destruction in the human world because he was bored. He needed more souls anyway.
And Ghetto left the place, but of course, he did sense another spy that was like way more powerful than Ukuyora coming along the way, but manages to get up out of there.
Yeah. Wait, there's actually someone stronger than Nikudia?
there's another Espada literally coming to check up on what's happening here.
Ah, okay.
As then she then looks around and says, "Hmm, where is Ukuyora?" She says she asks, just looking around, literally seeing nothing, only seeing spiritual pressure residuals. Could tell there was two other people. And we'll need to report this to Lord Isaac. As she was walking away until she heard footsteps. You want to do something with that?
Well, we'll see. Kinda.
Sure.
This is where, well, mostly she turns around just to see a figure, like a shadowy figure for a second until it disappears fully.
What's that?
This is where, well, the shadowy figure was just there to kind of observe and kind of notice what exactly went down and when to go report.
Anyways, I need to go report this to Isaac. Does he then Sunditos away?
This is where we go into a dark figure who's right now just grinning, saying, "So, it seems a lot of very potential candidates. It's about to start lots of wars in the near future." This is gonna be so much fun watching. Then we go into Dante's POV.
I'm currently watching. I'm looking at Darius right now. Watch training Gojo, kind of like he's his father or something. I was like, this is so sweet, Darius. I'm not gonna do this to you, bro. As I see Darius looking annoyed.
So yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'm just watching this though. Literally teaching teaching Gojo how to do shaper placement. Now, Gojo. There's many ways you could do this, but one way I want to teach you how to do it is by substituting one item for another. And if you can do that, you'll achieve your first step into possibly using spatial matter to create objects out of what people would see as thin air. Wouldn't that be exciting?
This is where Gojo nodded.
There you go. Now, so they continue training on that as I just watched them. Since Raikou coming this way, I was like, yo.
I'm like, what the hell is happening here?
Keep training your little brother or whatnot, or your son.
I see. This is where, well, there's someone like right next to me, and this is where, well, pretty much I just found him and we basically just talk. Yeah, his name is Yuppie. Yuppie was just like watching, saying, "What an interesting bunch." Just grinning.
Then I overhear Darius talking about, and if you learn this, one day you'll learn how to create heroic spirit card. And well, of course, I have a book on that, but we'll get to that later. Okay?
This is where Yuppie overhears this and say, "Heroic spirits." What an interesting kind of idea. Could be similar to that.
Go ahead.
He kind of just thinks about it and says, could be similar, the same as mostly my cards. Just I use them mostly. Yeah, whatever. He was just watching this kind of in interest.
Of course, I see Demu as like, yo, Demu, how them cards going? As I look at Demu, seeing he had some of the cards of like demons and whatnot. Like there was there was even like demonic bodhisattvas and whatnot, and all sorts of demon related stuff I do not even wish to get into.
He also got Lucifer.
Somehow.
He got DC Lucifer.
DC.
Yeah, DC.
Ain't nobody here that powerful.
Too bad he got it somehow.
Sure.
He also got Germany's strongest, we'll see, emperor.
And then next thing you know, I just said, why do I feel like there's a demon here?
A what?
As I then and then like Darius said, well, I sense something. As we see freaking two freaking sword slashes appear in thin air, I was like, what the freak? As we all back up, and I was like, who's that?
What, you want me to do something about it or what?
Actually, I'm pretty sure you'll like this. I'm not gonna lie. And I got another question, bruh. I'm pretty sure you know who the freak this is. As bro
Motivation.
walking through a freaking portal. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much looking like this though. As he walked out, trying to look, I was like, I swear, bro. I was looking at bro like, bro, swear he tough. Like I was beat. It's like, bro.
Bro, why is that like such in a bad quality? What the fuck?
I don't know. Just found it on the internet, bro. Who cares? I couldn't find a better image. I was looking at bro like, hey, yo, dog, who is you?
Better question is who? Fuck, I can't think of anything right now.
He was looking back at me like this, like.
That's where I was like, damn. How the fuck did he get fucking reality shattering? With just a look.
As he then looks at Demu, is like, you come with me now. He said, grabbing Demu by his shirt.
I was like, damn. One way to pick up someone.
I was like, bro, like, you won't let him take your brother?
That's where I sighs and says, no, but that's where I pull out my Zanpakuto and say, hey.
Virgil ignored him.
I thought of that much. This is where, well, pretty much I kind of just use, well, mostly flash step to kind of grab them out of the way.
Don't tell me you're getting in my way.
If I said no, would that make it any better?
Look, I've just gotten out of Mukin a few days ago. So I ain't got time for this. Although I could use the workout or play with my food, I guess.
Hey, yo, pause. What's with that?
He then grabs Demu, but then leaves Raikou with cuts on his body.
This is where he said, "Out." I heard it like a bitch, but hey, this is where I kind of just like pull out a sword that would have probably pissed off Virgil, and that is mostly the sword called the Sparta sword.
I thought it would have been Rebellion, but okay.
Oh no, rebellion. I mean rebellion. Fuck. Why? Oh man, I'm having such a headache.
Or the Demon Sword Dante, I don't know.
Fuck it. I'm pulling rebellion out, and don't know why this is here, but whatever. It's a fucking.
Monster soda.
I know, right? I was like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, I pull out what?
Okay, hold on. Continue.
So I pull out rebellion and says, "Where the hell do you think you're going?"
Well, Virgil tried to ignore him, but then like he sensed rebellion. He's like, "Don't tell me you have his weapon, huh?"
Well, I found it kind of locked somewhere, and I decided to take it. So yeah, and they actually accepted me somehow. I don't like red too much, but hey, I take what's interesting.
Huh. Guess we're doing this.
I guess we are.
Alright.
This is where I say double trigger. Also, just ignore all the red and orange. I have a turquoise blue one, but yeah. Oh well.
Here it is.
Oh.
Literally, here it is.
Okay.
I was like, oh crap, what's gonna happen here?
Pretty much, I go into a double trigger stage. It's not the sin double trigger, but I go into a double trigger stage. So yeah, I know damn well I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Wait, what?
Virgil was like, you're kidding me, right?
Well, I am half demon, asshole. Fuck you.
Really now. Well, hope you live a long and hope you lived a nice life. Because I guess it's ending here.
Well,
he says as he ends up going into his zone.
He goes into sin double trigger. That's where I say, well, fuck. Do I use it now or do I? Nah, fuck it.
Virgil then cuts this bro in half. Literally turned him into Gojo. Okay, no, that's crazy.
This is where I still managed to cut one of his fucking arms. I'm like, fuck. Damn. I fall down to the ground.
But good thing that Darius came in what the? Darius came in clutch and literally uses facial displacement to reheal his body and then gave him a class card.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Check it. He says as he literally gave him the basically gave him the devil class card of Sparta.
I was like, oh damn.
Dark Knight Sparta.
How exactly do I work this? Is this similar to Yuppie's ability or nah?
Just call upon this. Just call upon it. Call upon the spirit in the card.
Fuck it.
But raise it in the air.
You know what? That's whatever. This is where I raise up the card up in the air and say Sparta.
Basically, say Dark Knight's Party. You gotta say the whole name.
Bro, really? You could have set up fucking Dark Knight Sparta.
As then he literally gained Sparta's powers and, well, Devil Trigger, I guess. Well, Sparta's powers.
Oh, it was like, what the fuck? Whatever. This is definitely similar to Yuppie's ability. Yuppie was just watching this and just interest entirely.
It says you have more than half of a portion of his power because, well, somehow I guess you're because of your relationship with Demu and because of your own origins.
I was like, oh, that could be the thing. Whatever. This is where I kind of say, bring it on, you fucking devil trying to take my little brother.
They're both in charge at each other, and they're pretty equal now.
This is where, well, I'm just fucking kicking somewhat the fuck out of Virgil. At the same time, he's cutting me. I'm like, damn, this is not going in my favor.
It's like Virgil admits you have more raw power than me, but you lack the finesse and experience I have.
Yeah, that could be the case, but have you ever noticed one thing? During this whole battle, it's look at your legs for a second. This is where, well, two darkness tentacles appear right now, grabbing his leg and smashing him down to the ground. I have tricks.
Trick? Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, what do you think? I'm not a fucking devil who uses just demonic power. I'm a Shinigami, fuck you, bitch. This is where, well, mostly I send a lightning strike straight towards mostly Virgil.
You really are interesting, aren't you?
I was like, yeah. Besides, you're not the only one who has the theme song of Bury the Light.
Ain't no freaking way, bro.
Yes, I have the Bury the Light theme song.
No, bro. I just found out there's actually a thing called Angel Trigger.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I don't even know. I didn't even know there was an Angel Trigger.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
This is where, well, pretty much, I pull out the fucking theme song called Bury the Light. This is why I said, bring it, motherfucker.
Alright then. He then freaking switches to use Beowulf.
I was like, well, damn.
And then he just started throwing freaking kicks and hands.
That's why I'm just dodging most of the time. I'm just using lightning dash just to keep dodging him. I'm like, can't hit me, can't hit me, can't hit me.
But then he just starts to punch the absolute crap out of bro. And then freaking switches to energy rings and then just freaking starts to style on bro. And literally got an SSS, bro. And then like bro literally started to spin a thing on him and bros just started to like bounce up and down getting hurt by the freaking Yeah.
I was like, "Ow, that's so annoying." This is where I kind
Is it?
of. What?
Okay, nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I did what was, you know what? I think it can happen. Hold on. Homeboy's like, we're not done yet. Not until. Hold on. There was a yes, um, nah, this bro's about to get done absolutely freaking dirty. Um, okay, no, not this one. Here it is. Homeboy absolutely gets disrespect them and made him a. Good fight, Raccoon.
This is where I say, "Yeah, not over." Shitoro Bankai. Turbliers, no Yami. This is where, well, I go into a form state, mostly kind of looking like this. Not over just yet.
I see. I think we can work something out here. Virgil says as he de-transforms out of Devil Trigger.
I was like, the fuck you mean? What?
To be honest, I was going to go ahead and take this kid away and train him.
But
it seems like you got something for yourself.
This is where I get out of the mostly transformation, because first of all, it's draining mostly all my reals because it's so incomplete. I'm like, oh fuck. Ow. This is where I say, what are you talking about?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
Train? Unless you can help me out on how to master my goddamn third stage of a Bankai. That's like, I
think I can. I think I understand the. I think I understand the. I think I understand it. But thing is, I never heard of a second stage of a Bankai. In fact, I've been using my Sheet type this whole battle.
Well, there were some people that I think I released on accident that knew about this. Yuppie. This is where I kind of call out the guy who's been smiling the whole time. He then says, yes. I was like, who exactly were the two that I accidentally summoned out or managed to kind of free from Mukin, since I just ran through and just kind of unlock a lot of shit? Yuppie says, one was named Margin or Mabong Park, and the other was known as White. Yeah, I don't know where they're at. I was just walking around Soul Society just to see how mostly the whole place change. I was like, great.
Well, I think we all got something to learn from each other. So, how about it?
Sure.
Alright then. I'll be training you and your brother. Although, hey boy.
Demo says,
What's with those cards? Sense power coming from them.
Demo just says, there are cards that I got known as heroic spirits?
Nah, those are demon.
Boy, I got the demon versions, but yeah.
Well, I actually have another one. This is basically Moodness. But we've been surpassed them a long time ago. But I'm gonna give this to you. There you go.
That's where Demo says, oh.
Along with. And you, Raikou, do with this one as you will. He then hands him a card that belongs to, Dante. Well, Dante Sparta.
I was like, oh, it's Dante Sparta.
Do it as you wish.
Got it.
I was like, hey, everybody else getting heroic spirit cards, but not me. Like, okay. Hey, there, buddy.
UP has just been seeing this and.
Hey, yo, Darius, you got one for me? I mean, I have Buddha. Now I'm good.
What's wrong with Buddha?
I don't believe in paganism. Anyways.
Damn. UP kind of says, wait. He then asked Darien, kind of saying, what exactly are fully the heroic spirits? Or these cards, exactly?
Well, I used my spatial displacement full bring ability that to displace a portion of that very being into the cards, allowing the owner of the cards to be able to use a portion of their power, or depending on the user's powers, or depending on how much Ryatsu they have, will decide how much of that power do they get access.
UP kind of nodding, saying, okay. So it's similar to those similar abilities towards my phantom cards.
Pretty much. What does your cards do?
Well, allow me to summon mostly those who are already seen as mostly a copy version of the original, to have all their abilities and other stuff, but under my control. I see mostly, but mostly instead of seeing it all through mostly just spatial displays or any of that, I see this all more of a video game.
Alright then. Is there anything else I should know? I'm actually quite interested.
Well, entirely, not just the fact that I can get these cards from just opening these package. He just pulls out this package that's called Luna's Adventure. Yeah, wait, let me pull out the how it looks like. Flip. Man, this is wait. Got them. Wait, let me get the picture. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Man, why is my phone being really wait the fuck? This is where, well, he says, this is where I get from it. This is mostly called Luna's Adventure Starter Pack or whatever. And pretty much, I just open it and get whatever cards there is. I can either get cards from magic spells, so that means either Kido, Bakudo, Hado spells. It can even be the like strongest Hado spell, and I will be able to use it with just ease. Or it could be from even Quincy abilities, like a ability that I just gotten recently that kind of broken that I won't use until later on. I also got hollow abilities or wrong cards, and even the fact that I can also get mostly Zanpakutos, Bankais, Shikais, but the only thing that I can't get is a, well, we'll see. Well, I think I can get it. Don't know. I think it's just super rare, but the second stage of a Bankai.
Second stage of a Bankai. Interesting. Never heard of the concept before, but I do. But ever since I heard of that, I was interested. Well, mainly I've heard it from Raikou or whatnot.
I did not.
He was even spouting all the time.
Yes, where I say fuck off. Yeah. This is where, well, we'll see. UP says, yes, the second stage of a Bankai is only learned from a couple of people. Mostly, it's the true essence of a Bankai or whatever. Mostly, the only two people that I have heard and seen about would be someone named Majin Park, and the other one is known as White, the supposed God killer or whatever, God Slayer.
You know, that's cool and all, but I have actually obtained Ichibei Yosabe's abilities in this card right here. He says making a card that has Ichibei Yosabe's power over the color black.
This is where UP says, oh yeah, I got that a while ago. Pretty much no one really chained me up entirely in Muken, so I've been just collecting cards over time. He says,
we haven't met yet.
Well, yeah, pretty much no one could really chain me up or put me in the chair because I easily just broke out.
They made sure to bring extra seals for me because my ability is quite unpredictable. They didn't know what I was going to do with it.
Well, they just like put me in the chair and just said don't move, and I guess I just sat there. I could have like left anytime soon. But I really don't care about destroying the soaking or whatever bullcrap. I just care about mostly making my own kingdom. Meh.
Kingdom?
Yeah.
What are you? Just curious.
My what?
What race are you? Fullbringer? Hollow? Shinigami?
I'm a Fullbringer, of course.
Brother in Rayo. Nice to meet you.
Of course. Nice to meet you too.
There's been quite a lot of Fullbringers I've never really got to meet. It's like Destiny's saying we should make a whole civilization of Fullbringers. But I have been thinking of actually making something like that.
Hmm?
Yes, with their own culture and everything.
Okay. Go on.
Do you wish to hear? Oh, okay then. Well, my ideas is, for one, how are we gonna? Because Fullbringers have to be in their mother's womb to gain their powers, and the way for the powers to set up for the Fullbringers' powers to set off is if they're attacked by a Hollow. My idea is when a woman is pregnant and their mother and father is both Fullbringer, or one of them is Fullbringer, is that the babies will need to be in their mother's womb while in this process to have a chained up hollow try to get near the mother, so the piece of Rayo that is inside of the child would awaken, and vice versa, give them the powers. They'll
Hmm.
have their powers awaken.
Ah, I see. So that'll be making more Fullbringers.
Yes, and seeing a Fullbringer is extremely rare. But wouldn't it be nice to have our own civilization? And it's kind
Yes.
of weird about our abilities, because unlike Shinigami or well, other races like Hollows, our powers seem to be more divine, like that um, Inu or a Hime girl. I don't think her ability. I've seen her use her ability, and I was quite intrigued. And think about my own ability, spatial displacement, and the godlike feats I've been able to pull off. Not only that, Orihime's ability literally allows her Fullbring ability allows her to reject events, basically breaking divine law. And there's Dante. Although I do feel like he does hold back his own ability, his is divine too. Hey, look, hey, look what I say. Yo.
That's where Yuppie says, interesting. Who is this Orihime you speak of? I've been only in the Soul Society just looking around.
I'm surprised you haven't seen her. I didn't say, yeah, Orihime is our friend and a fellow Fullbringer. Well, my friend. I don't like this dude. Now I don't.
Yuppie kinda
Oh,
just giggles
Dante,
a bit.
hold that hate in your heart. It's not healthy. Like, just expose me, bro. What the heck?
Yuppie just chuckles and says, huh, well, I see. Hmm. It could be the fact that mostly the powers that we have isn't just from the Soul King entirely, but the other gods before they got wiped out.
Yes. And then there's also, well, the thing is, I've also heard the Soul King back in the day, well, back then when he was alive, people not only considered him a god, but he also somehow considered him to be a devil or something. A devil? What do you mean? Even though he was not related to the demon race at all. I even checked it. Even checked his bloodline. He wasn't. But you can also see the symbolism in Chad's arm. You know, the right arm of the giant and the left arm of the devil. Like, what? I did notice there was like a scary face on his shield. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Did
Yuppie,
not know that.
Yuppie says, this Chad and Orihime you speak of, are they from the human world? Because I haven't really left the Soul Society other than the fact that I met Raikou.
Well, of course they are.
They're not from Mukin, because I would have heard them being sealed.
Hmm. Well, I sense there are more Fullbringers out there. But tell me, what do you think our other traditions should be if we find more Fullbringers?
Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. I don't have that many ideas, but I would think it on along the way. As
Alright. It's okay to not have any ideas for now, after all. I'm not going to rush you.
Yeah, that's a thing happening, but yeah. Also, we go into kind of Margin Park's POV, and he is literally kind of, well, running to be the world government.
World government.
Yeah, he has basically this entire plan into making Generation X kids just so they won't need to bow down to any god, Shinigami, Hollow, or anything. Pretty much, he just wants the humans to kind of rebel against any supernatural being.
Uh-huh. What powers do they have exactly?
They use something called borrow power. Well, mostly, yeah.
I see. Let me guess. This concept is based off of Rayo or substitute Shinigami.
Yeah, kinda. It's kind of like a substitute Shinigami, but at the same time, it's also similar to that of a Fullbringer.
I see.
But yeah, he's right now creating his own organization to counteract mostly anyone that tries to stop him. But yeah, and that's specifically also Aizen. Even though he trained Aizen from like a young age before he was kind of set up in Mugen, he is not too worried about Aizen because Aizen would just kind of probably not bother him.
Yes.
But yeah,
um. So give me a sec. All right. So what next? Okay. I guess he's gonna be just going around, just getting kids or whatnot. Although, will he be looking for like certain kids or like kids that are spiritually aware, like Tatsuki and them?
wait, Margin?
Yeah.
No, Margin would be creating his own kind of like kids. They're going
I
to be
know, but
kind of
like,
modified
okay, I mean
whenever
that's
since they were
cool.
born.
Like, okay, so no people who are spiritually aware.
Not entirely, no.
So Tatsuki's and
Yeah.
everything. Dang, so she can't be going crazy with no freaking Artemis powers or nothing. I get it.
Actually, now that I think about it, that might be a good idea. Yeah, let's go with that
Why
one.
not? really, really. Now that I brought up a Greek god, Artemis, you freaking wanna? Okay.
Yeah.
No, she hates men, right?
Oh, don't worry about that. But not entirely. Yes, mostly they are going to be using borrow power in the beginning, then their children are going to be modified to that of not using it to like borrow power, but actually have their own power until mostly they evolve to, yeah, you get the point. Pretty much of those who knows about the God of High School storyline, yeah. Other than that, we go into Dante's probably POV. Or entirely, do you want to leave it off here because entirely we didn't even
You
get to
tired?
the, huh?
Yeah, we didn't even get to the Hold up, we didn't even get to the rock card. We just been going crazy.
Ye-
Go over the freak we wanted, huh?
yeah. Well,
Yeah, sure. Let's just we could leave it off here if you wanted.
yeah. I'm going to have to go to sleep early, or try to go to sleep because I ain't trying to fall asleep at 4 o'clock again.
Yo, is that Gohan?
Gohan.
Or
Well, other than that, good night, everyone, and
yeah.
potato night, potato seed, potato,
Yeah, we're
potato.
gonna leave off with this note because it's crazy. Bro, bro, you just gonna let him? Why you gotta let him touch on you like that, boy? Get him back with me. Well, I was like, hey, yo, like, never mind. Bro, yeah, anyways, I already moved on. You feel me? Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, good night, everyone. Gojo's giving Gohan some back shots.
I thought it was that big burly black